OnlyFans isn't going away. Oh my God, this guy's trying to get my daughter on OnlyFans. What the fuck is going
that's
on?
That's not what I said.
Oh my God, bro.
I mean, that's the source of, like, I think what the narrative is now about the red pill. Like what you were saying before, it's like you say, okay, the first part where you were talking about was, if you're a guy and you have more sexual partners, the odds are you're going to cheat, right? And then you say that about women, and that's the clip. And it's not what came before, and it's not the data that came after it to reinforce it. It's just the clip that says, if bitches sleep around, they're gonna cheat on you. Like, and then so what happens is that makes it all the way around to every single creator who's trying to amplify or trying to out Myron, right? They're trying to escalate it so that so what happens is then you got the critics on the the tradcon side will say, well, this is what the red pill's really about, right? I did one fucking tweet about like how to be, it was tongue in cheek, right? I'm trying to be over the top with this about the quickest way to become a high value man, right? Don't get married, avoid family, get a vasectomy before you're 20 years old, in your 20s, always lift, never ease up on your focus. There's a whole bunch of other ones, but they fixate on just the vasectomy part of it, right? They're like, oh, he's telling guys to sterilize themselves, and that's what the red pill's really all about. And they just fixate on one single. And there's 7 elements to 7 things on here. Now, it wasn't serious. It was in response. I was actually responding to a tweet by Richard Reeves, actually. But that's what they focus on because that's the red meat. That's what plays. That tweet went to like 8 million views. It went viral because I had so many people who wanted to jump on that because they thought that they were going to be able to amplify their signal by shitting all over this and fixating on this one thing. And it's the same thing they would do with that saying that women will cheat if they have a higher body count, right? Then that gets amplified by the people who want to become, who want to, just exacerbate it that much more because that's what gets views. That's what gets play. So a 45-second TikTok video where he says, if you have a higher body count, you're more likely to cheat. Oh, that's what the red pill's all about. It's not about the data that came after. It's not about the context that came before that. It's just about that one thing. And that's what gets amplified over and over and over again until we get to the point where we're at right now.
And the thing with the comments, right? Mm-hmm. Most of the time when there's the positive comments, you don't see them on the page. They're usually being shared. I'll send you a message. Did you see this video? Mm-hmm. And we're in a group chat. We're talking about it. We're not sitting in the chat section. We're not sitting in the comment section talking about it. It's a real conversation now that you're having with your friends, with your family. So all the positivity that's really there, you don't really get to see it. A lot of the times you don't get to see it. It's the negative people that want to be in front.
It's their job. Yeah. It's like, it's OCD for them. Like it's like the same. We were looking at the chat for just Valuetainment just a few hours ago, and it's the same people over and over making the same comments, reminding you, oh, this is what you happened to look. Rolo did this, the Rolo did that. It's everything. It's like the same guys that are doing this. Like it's their job to do this, and it's really a sign of, quite honestly, I think it's autism and I think it's OCD is what these guys are. But like when I see guys who will say like, the Zoomer generation right now, they're purposeless, they're lazy, they don't have any direction, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, fuck that. No, they are actually the most motivated generation in the last 4. And you know why? Because it just depends on what they're motivated about. Because everybody who's hating on us in the comments, that's motivated. All they do. That they will dedicate their life. Like, I hate that guy. I'm dedicating my life to fucking with this guy on every single podcast he's ever on.
By the way, I'm getting you paid.
Yes, I was gonna say like, oh, he's on the Danza Project. Fuck that guy. I bet right now there's probably a bunch of hate tweets. They'll follow you.
I shouldn't say this. But this is a guy who's made like 8 videos. Like everything he's saying is a lie, but like he makes these videos about me. And every time he makes it, God, I know I really shouldn't be saying this, but every time he makes a video about me, we get like 10 or 15 new clients. It's crazy. And they're usually his clients. But like he doesn't know this. So like I kind of like, that's why I don't ever respond to it. And like I want him to keep making the videos, but it's just so funny. Like literally I'll read every time we get a new client, I'll get a report on Slack and it'll go and it'll say like, how did you hear about us? And then why did you join? And it's like, I literally saw so-and-so make a video about you. Why'd you join? Because that dude's a piece of trash and blah, blah. It's so funny. Man. And like, I hope to God he doesn't see this because he'll.
No, but there's somebody that wrote to you there. Yeah.
We good? What's up, Siege? Okay. Siege is my moderator. Yeah. What's going on, man? And Culture Club's watching us too. Beautiful.
Okay. They said, so what is the red pill if not misogyny?
Who said that? Where's that?
There's a comment up there by Dogman. So what is the red pill if not misogyny?
Well, so misogyny would mean that we hate women. If I sit there and I give you advice as a woman, if I'm like, hey, listen, probably the best thing for you to do is to find a man and like look at his actions instead of his words, and like find a man who's like, again, if I had a daughter, I would want my daughter to not give her sexuality for free, her sex for free. Yeah. I would want her to do it for a man who's willing to sacrifice for her, protect her, and then protect my grandchildren. If I'm telling a woman that, does that mean am I saying that because I hate her or because I love her? Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. If I'm giving advice for people to have better relationships, am I saying that because I hate you or because I love you? Why would I say that? If I were to give women advice, I'd be like, hey, just to let you know, if you have a lot more sexual partners, you're a lot more likely to cheat. Probably there's a ton of reasons. It may just be sociological, but it may just be a situation where like your dopamine release starts to decrease over time. We don't know what the reasons are, but what I am saying is, wouldn't you like to have a fairy tale ending where you were with one man who treats you and your children with respect and raises you and just shows you love for the rest of your life? If you like that, you know what's a good idea? To not fuck 90 dudes.
Yeah.
If I say that to you because I want you to have a better life, is it because I hate you or because I love you? Misogyny means I hate women, but that doesn't sound like I hate them. And that's the part where it gets very confusing to people.
So I can explain. I can give you my explanation here, which is, I'll just explain the red pill. It's easier for me. It's the praxeology of intersexual dynamics, according to evolutionary psychology, sociology, anthropology, neurology, endocrinology. I mean, there's so many different subfields. Like it's impossible to give a elevator pitch for what the red pill actually is. It's not a bumper sticker. It is a college course, is what it is. So when people just want, just throw it in my mouth and let me drive on out of the drive-through here and just give me the red pill and I'll be on my way, right?
Change my life tomorrow.
It's like, no, that's not. You have to actually have some sort of investment in it so you can understand this stuff, rather than just taking these little bite-sized info bites that you get off of TikTok or whatever, and then just thinking that that's what it's all about. Now, what is misogyny? Misogyny is a container word, is what it is. You can put any meaning into that fucking word that you want to. So misogyny is the red pill. Misogyny is I've heard, Pierce Morgan say, and this was in the interview, the first interview that Pierce Morgan did with Andrew Tate. And he even asked him this. He said, what do you think misogyny is to Pierce Morgan? He says, anything against women. Like that, literally, it's almost like, believe all women. It's almost like a hashtag, right? It's anything that's against women. I'm like, so women are above reproach? I mean, you can't criticize women whatsoever, because if you do criticize women, that's misogyny. Anything that is, goes kind of against the gynocentric social order, that automatically becomes misogyny. But the thing is like, I was just just recently, but myself and like Aaron Clary and some of these other guys, we've been the subject of I'm going to say an NGO or a group that is trying to essentially like redirect our traffic right now. It's a group called Diverting Hate. It's an NGO. It's a non-governmental organization. It's a part of the McCain Institute, which is out of Arizona State University, and it is funded by DHS tax dollars. So the Department of Homeland Security is behind this, and they are basically gave them about $700,000 to find some way to sort of limit the incel menace, right? Because now incels, according to the DHS, are terrorist organization. They're a homegrown terrorist organization that has the potential to become radicalized, so they can do like homegrown terrorist acts. So God knows how they come to that. So myself, guys like Aaron Clary, MTR, well, of course, Myron and Fresh, Pearl's on this list too. They paid less attention to Pearl and to Fresh and Fit because they're already demonetized. I'm not, so they pay attention to me. And what they're doing essentially is they're going to YouTube and they're saying, Rollo Tomasi is radicalizing incels, or has the potential to radicalize incels. He's a misogynist according to whatever fucking criteria that they have. I think it's another agency is like defining what the hell misogyny is, but they're never really clear about this in the report. And they're saying, okay, so here's what we have to do, YouTube. We have to take his traffic and we got to redirect it to Justin Baldoni or Are We Man Enough? Or a state-sponsored, state-approved positive masculinity guy, which of course is a dude in a man bun and looks like a barista at fucking, at Starbucks, right? And so so we want to redirect Rollo's traffic over there. And this is, by the way, this is all proven. I've got this, the report just came out in April. So, So it's myself, and they give us ratings, right? I think I've got an 89 rating, and like Cappy's got like a 75.
The male supremacy rating.
Yeah, male supremacy rating.
It's like your Madden rating.
Yeah. So when you say what is misogyny, it's like, that's why I say it's a loaded question, because it's a container word. You can be anything you want, and it becomes dangerous when you put it into into situations like that. So now I'm on an NGO watch list because they're afraid that my material that saves men's lives is actually radicalizing incels. And really all it is there is no boogeyman. No one gets paid, right? So incels are a very convenient, easy to hate boogeyman right now, especially in an election year, that they're literally taking tax dollars to fund this shit so that they can redirect my traffic. My subs on my YouTube channel have basically come to they're flatlined right now. And then, like I said, Aaron Clary from Cappy's on that list, and some other people are on that list as well. And that's just one aspect of it. There's also Twitter aspect where they're trying to redirect my Twitter traffic as well. So they're not only are they going to Elon Musk, they're also going to the people at YouTube. And the other thing is, Justin Baldoni, the guys who are getting like paid advertisement on my, like if you see an ad on my channel, it redirects, it'll literally redirect you to their channel.
Hey, if you want to connect with influencers, top models, and high status gentlemen, click the link below and I will show you how, absolutely for free.